Hi everybody, welcome back to my Fluid Art channel. I've just done some really beautiful rainbow placemats and I've got loads of rainbow colours left over. I've got 10 colours in total. So I'm going to thin them down. They're quite thick at the moment. I'm going to thin them slightly. I'm going to put some oil in them and I'm going to do a lovely rainbow swipe. I'm going to do it based around a circle, so similar to my iris paintings that I've done in the past, and really just try and retain the really bright colours. I'm not going to do it in rainbow order because I think the colours will actually blend a bit too much that way. I want contrast, so I'm going to mix the rainbow up, the order up, really contrasting bright rainbow colour swipe. So let's get started. I've got a 40cm canvas. I've drawn a circle on it, and then I've made some markings every 1.5 centimetre. I've done it all the way around, so I've got lots of concentric circles. So I'm going to roughly fill the gaps between the circles with a layer of paint. So I wanted it to be quite ordered, quite similar thickness, and more importantly, I wanted to keep the circle, because if you just do it freehand, it ends up being an oval or a different shape. So the lines, they're really a guide, but just to help me keep a circle, because the circles will be obvious at the end of this. So I've got an order here. So I've totally mixed up the colours of the rainbow, but I just think that would be quite fun to do. So it should end up a really nice bright painting. The centre, I'm going to leave the centre for now. Not sure what I'm going to do in the centre. So I think I'm just going to start. I've thinned the paints down. I'm not really sure. They're all mixed with PVA glue and water, but I'm not really sure the consistency now. I'm going to guess it's about 2 to 1. So 2 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint, because it is quite runny now. So I'm just going to drizzle this, probably quite a small amount to start with, in between the circles. So I've put coconut milk hair serum in all the colours. And this is runny enough that I can pour it, which is actually quite nice, because if I put this on using the stir stick, it would take ages. And then I can always come back and add more afterwards. Now there's more than 10 rings, so I will be repeating my rainbow of colours. Now they're very, very wiggly lines at the moment, but that doesn't matter in the slightest, because I will flatten them all out before I swipe. Right, that's all the colour down. I'm just having a look to see how much of each colour there is. So I want to balance it a bit more. So, for example, this pale purple, I can see there's not very much. It's quite a thin bead of paint. So I'm just going to add a little bit more in. And then I will just dab all the bare bits of canvas to try and get, so that the whole canvas is covered, so that there's not lots of gaps. Right, all of my canvas is now covered, so I'm going to start swiping. So I'm going to swipe from the centre outwards, and I'm going to swipe the width of this piece of plastic all the way around. So then what I'll find is I'll have lots of radial lines, but then there'll be loads of gaps. So I'm then going to come in maybe with the same size, maybe with a pointed swiper, to then fill in the gaps. So let's just start straight across first of all at 90 degrees. And I'm going to do wiggly lines because they are so much more forgiving. It's going to change dramatically when I start torching it. My worry is that there's too much muddying. The colours were a little bit on the thinner side and they're going to muddy. The reason I put them on the thinner side is because I want the cells to pop up. So let's see what happens when I torch. Right, I've torched. I'm just going to let that sit for a couple of minutes. I'm obviously desperate to go back in and torch more, but I'm just giving the opportunity for these current cells to expand a bit more. Then I'll torch again, and that way I should get a variety of sizes of cells. These ones will be bigger. Then I'll come back in again with some smaller ones. Right, totally ignore the circle at the moment. That is, don't worry about that. That will change. That's just paint. I added some red on top of the blue. So it's just a mess. So ignore that. When that is dry, I will be changing that. I'm thinking even now some gold leaf would look effective. Now look at these crazy lines and cells and ripples. It definitely has a kind of explosive feel to it, I think, and I think that's because the lines aren't straight. They're all wiggly, really pretty, so pretty. You've got that really bright green and yellow there, and then you've got the dark blue, purple, the light purple in there. Really pleased with it. It's looking a bit crazy at the moment, but I think once I define the circle in the middle, I think it could look pretty cool. So it's now fully finished and I'm so pleased with it because I've turned a painting that I wasn't that happy with into something that I think just looks really fun and really quite effective. The painting, it was too dark and a little bit too bland. So obviously I've just totally changed it. Gold leaf is key. So let me show you the centre. So it's obviously a flower now. I'm not sure what it was going to be. Was it going to be fiery or it's a flower? So gold leaf in the centre, and then I've added. I first of all pencil drew on the petals, then drew them out in black Posca pen, then put some gold leaf over around the edges of the petals, then some gold Posca pen, and then some black shading, and then just a little bit of white, just to, I don't really know why, almost like I would put on a light reflex. But what I wanted to do is get the effect of depth and the effect of 3D. So these petals look like they're above these ones, which are above these ones. And I think it works. The black shading, I think, really does give that effect. And now you can see the beautiful cells underneath, but they're not the main feature of the painting, which is perfect because although they're pretty, I didn't like them on their own. They just weren't enough. So let me show you in the light, because this is where it comes to life, because you can see now the gold leaf is beautiful. And what I'm really happy with is, can you see the gold leaf? It's not continuous lines. It's not solid. It's quite patchy. It's quite random. So it's almost got a slightly sort of antique-y look to it, but it just shines. It's so bright. So really, really happy. Oops. That I took a gamble and started messing around with this painting because I much prefer this to the painting before I started embellishing it. So please tell me what you think. Oh, and obviously I just painted in black here. I could have done petals to the edge, but I wanted a bit more definition to add to the composition of it so it looks like a flower. So let me know what you think, please. I think it works. I think it looks 3D. Do you think, can you see the depth in it? Yeah, please let me know. Great. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.